Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Spike Ridgley Show for the 2022 season. I'm your host, Dave Sheets, and with me is the head coach of the Massillon Tiger baseball team, Spike Ridgley. Spike, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Spike, your Tigers are now 10-6 after playing 5 more games this past week. Let's go back to last Tuesday's road win at Akron-Ellet. Tell us more about that victory.
Yeah, it was good to get back out there. We had been off a few days. We got to go out and play. It was cold, but it was good to get out there. We got a good start from Brock Palilli, pitched well for us. And we hit the ball pretty well. I was really impressed. I mean, it was one of the colder days we played this year. It's hard to hit in the cold. I think we had 15 hits that night. So scored some runs. We were able to get kind of back on track offensively and just really played well that night.
All right, let's go back to last Thursday. You were on the road against a good Dover team and came up a little bit short.
Yeah, I'll tell you, that's one of the better teams around this year. They always have a solid group each year, it seems. But I'll tell you, 1 through 9, every guy hits. There's no break in that lineup. I think if you talk to any of our guys, they'd feel the same way. I know our pitching coach would from calling pitches, but they're solid 1 to 9. Every guy swings, and every guy's good for contact. So you're going to have to play good defense that day. We were in a 3-2 ball game late, and we had one mistake sort of at the end that hurt us, but we were there all the way till the end. So the guys played hard, and the ball didn't bounce our way that night. But I think we became a better team having that experience.
Let's go back now to Friday night. You were back home at the Duck taking on Glen Oak, and again another loss there. Yeah,
another quality opponent, another very good team, and seeing some really good pitching with the weather the way that it's been. I think that's ultimately going to help us. Sometimes throughout the last 6-7 years, you get into those midweek games and you're seeing somebody's 3 or 4 because they got league play. Well, with all the rainouts, we've been able to see people's 1 and 2. So we're getting better offensively. We're starting to figure it out a little bit and learn about ourselves. And a young group is getting some experience that is going to be needed as we approach tournament time.
And certainly the bright spot for the week on Saturday, you were at home taking on state-ranked Stowe, and you knocked them off.
Yeah, we played really well. We were impressed. We were watching those guys take infield, and I know Coach DeBoer is a good coach, runs a travel organization in the summertime, and he's got his guys playing well. And we went down early 1-0, and I think that one of the most important plays in that game happened with a guy at third and 1 out in the first inning. They already had 1 in, and there was a fly ball to right field, and Xavier Amid threw the guy out at home. So, we gained some big momentum off of that. We got the next guy out, and we came into the dugout and put 5 runs up after that. Really, there was no scoring after that for 4 or 5 innings. So that was a big momentum shift play for us. Who knows if that goes the other way, maybe they sneak a couple more across in that inning, and then maybe that game's different. So that was a big win for us. And those are the types of opponents that we're going to be facing the rest of the way.
And then your most recent game this past Monday, another battle against Glen Oak, this time on the road, and a tough loss there against.
Yeah, that was they've got a really good team. Ray's got them playing really well. They hit 1 to 9. They're very similar to Dover as far as the way they hit the ball. We faced their 1 and their 2. We saw their 2 Friday night, and we saw their 1 last night. And I think we had 9 hits. We hit the ball pretty decently, and then we had no errors. We played well defensively. And I think if there was one thing that we needed to improve and learn from last night is we left the ball up some pitching wise, and they hit the ball well. I think they had 13 or 14 hits, and we just didn't have enough last night with them. But overall, our percentage quality at bat wise was 65, and we had no errors. So. We're going to take that. If you'd asked me before the game if we'd like to have that, we'd say yes. We just got to keep the ball down a little bit more when we're pitching, so we'll fix that. We'll correct it.
We've talked about quality of bats earlier in the season, and I've noticed that the team batting average also is beginning to climb. You have to be pleased with that.
Yeah, it is. And we kind of felt like that might happen with a young group like what we have, because really 7 or 8 of the guys are brand new to the lineup this year. Now they're not new anymore. We're 16 games in, but that started to climb. And the nice thing about it is it started to climb against pretty good opponents. So we're hitting the ball better. we just got to have patience about our approach, trust the process, get back to work and practice today, and come out and try to apply the corrections and changes, because I think we're trending in the right direction. I think we're playing the types of opponents that we need to play to get us ready.
When we come back, we'll visit more with Coach Spike Ridgley, and of course, a Tiger player is headed your way next after we take this timeout.
At MCTV, we listen to your needs. That's why our internet options deliver the speed and reliability you don't just want, but you need. Upgrade your internet service to give your in-home Wi-Fi an extra boost. More data running through your home means you can power more devices, spend less time buffering, and more time connected to what matters most. Upgrade today. Give us a call or contact us online. MCTV. We go the extra mile.
Welcome back to the Spike Ridgley Show. The Tiger player joining us this week is junior Drew Stitt. Drew, welcome to the program.
Thanks for having me.
You bet. Drew, what are your earliest memories of playing baseball, and who taught you the game?
I'd say I was around, 5, 6 years old probably, and it was my dad. We'd go out in the backyard, and we were actually just talking about this the other day. He'd throw a pitch, I'd hit it and run around to every single base. I'd have to slide, into home, of course, and then we'd go again, and it'd be a couple hours out the back.
Sure. Now, I know you've been on this set before. You were on here with Coach Hose and the Tiger basketball team. Do you have a favorite between basketball and baseball?
That's tough to say. It's probably a seasonal thing, okay. But I plan to play baseball in college, so it'd probably be baseball.
What goals did you set for yourself before this season started?
It'd just be to solidify a role on varsity and make sure that's, I can do that to the best of my abilities.
Now, I know you both pitch and play first base for the Tigers. Do you have, of those two spots, do you enjoy one more than the other?
No, not really. I mean, pitching's probably my better of the two, but, it's fun playing both.
All right. As far as your record on the mound, you currently have a 1-1 record with a 2.93 earned run average. Describe for us your mindset when you're out there pitching.
I mean, it's just, I guess in my head I think I'm better than the guy in front of me, and I have to keep that mindset because I know at the plate, I think I'm better than the pitcher, so it's kind of goes both ways, and I try to keep that mindset the whole time.
Defensively, when you're playing at first base, what are some of the skills that make a good first baseman?
I mean, being tall helps. It gives a big frame for the infielders to throw to, and being able to get down and pick it out of the dirt or turf wherever we're playing, those are probably two of the biggest parts.
Okay. Well, thanks for your time, and best of luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Drew Stitt joining us on the Spike Ridgley Show. We'll be back with the coach, Spike Ridgley, after we take this time out.
Hello, and welcome to the Stark County Humane Society. Today we're going to give you a few pointers when considering adopting a new furry friend. All animals here at the Stark County Humane Society are spayed, neutered, microchipped, vaccinated, dewormed, and if old enough, heartworm tested for our canine friends. Adopters will receive a free exam within 2 weeks of adoption at local veterinarian hospitals. We encourage all adopters to take full advantage of this. A one-time adoption fee is required for your new furry friend. When you adopt, you get an awesome adoption packet that includes treats for your new fur baby and savings for you. But this is not where the cost of adoption stops. Did you know the average cost of an animal like a new puppy or kitten can cost up to $500 annually? This includes annual veterinarian visits, preventative care, and everyday supplies like crate, litter, food, toys. But I hope this doesn't scare you away. Adopting an animal is a huge responsibility and a commitment. Please take the time to consider the cost of adopting a new pet into your family today. I hope to see you soon at the Stark County Humane Society. Please visit our website or visit us on social media for more information.
And welcome back to the Spike Ridgley Show. Spike, we just spoke with junior Drew Stitt in our last segment. Tell us a little bit about Drew and his impact he's made on this year's team.
Yeah, he's one of the guys that's getting that experience this year, and he's really elevated his, him and I have talked, and we've talked with the team about it too. Mm-hmm. He's really elevated his practice habits throughout this season, and it's showing on the field. He got an opportunity a while back here now to start playing first base and really seize that opportunity. He's been swinging well. He's maintained that spot in the lineup, and he deserves it the way he's swinging. And then really what's been really a bright spot for us, and we're gonna really ride it going forward, is that pitching performance that we got on Saturday. So it was big to see that. We need it, and he delivered it for us, and he pounded strike zone all day long. The ball was down. If he walks somebody, he was right back on track to next hitter. And a lot of times you can see how a guy's going to be doing by how quickly he can make an adjustment. Sometimes with a younger guy, a guy will lose the strike zone for a whole batter at a time. He's able to adjust. Maybe if he throws ball one, ball two, he's able to step back, get a deep breath, and get right back in the zone right away. So, that's a sign of maturity on the mound, and it was good for us to see. And like I said, he's certainly earned more opportunities because of it.
4 more games scheduled this coming week, although Mother Nature may have something to say about that. But let's talk about a game on Wednesday night, home against Kirtland.
So, that one just changed.
Okay.
It's going to be Central Catholic now. So we've changed that one to Central Catholic. Kirtland had a conflict with AP testing, actually, with them getting down here on time. So we replaced that with Central. We're going to start that game tomorrow at 4 o'clock. And it's going to be our senior night as well as our educator appreciation night. So we're looking forward to that. And that's another quality opponent. They've got 6 guys back from their Final Four team last year. So it's going to continue with sort of what we need opponent-wise to get us ready for the tournament.
Friday night, the schedule says home against Jackson. I know that's a game that kind of gets circled on the calendar because for a long time they've been kind of the top dog in the county.
Yeah, anytime you get an opportunity to play a Federal League team, it's a special night. It'll have a different energy to it. We certainly respect the things that they've been able to do over the last several years, and we're looking for that opportunity. We're looking for that chance to see where we're at compared to them, and looking forward to an opportunity to see. We just want to play well and see where it takes us. And we'd like an opportunity to play them at home. It seems like when we get our opportunity to play, it's usually over there. That could end up happening again with the rain, but we're that atmosphere and energy is really neat, and we're looking forward to it.
Worcester on the schedule for Saturday. That's also a home game. What do you know about the Generals?
Yeah, you go from Central Catholic Final Four team to Jackson is lost 3 times the whole year, and then now you're looking at Worcester, who's their third baseman shortstop's going to Kentucky. So. Great opponents. I mean, we look forward to those. They're coming over here this year. We were in a battle with them last year. I think it was like a 1-run game late, and they had 2 guys last year. One guy's moved on to Ohio State, but they'll still be very, very well coached. The guy that actually coaches there was on staff here for a while. It's been 8 or 9 years ago. So good guy. He'll have him coached up, and it'll be a tough game for us.
And then Monday game at Central Catholics, that's still on?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So we decided to go home and home. They're looking for games too. They're in a similar situation to us. Because of all the rain, a lot of schools are doing makeup games. So independents like those guys and us will get bumped sometimes for that. And so both of us being independent, I mean, realistically, we could probably play even more times than twice. But yeah, so we're going to keep that with a home and home, and keep trying to get these 27 games in.
Sounds good. Thanks for your time. As always, we want to thank Spike Ridgley for joining us on the show this week. Also, thanks to junior Drew Stitt for being on the program. I'm your host, Dave Sheets. Thanks for watching the Spike Ridgley Show. As always, go Tigers.